Alright, so if you didn't know by now, Strand is a pretty powerful subclass, especially now that we have all of the fragments. Especially on the Titan with aspects like Into the Fray, where destroying a Tangle or casting your super is going to grant Woven Mail for you and your nearby allies, and give you increased melee regeneration. You can combine that with things like Thread of Warden, where you just pick up a power, which in this day, Orbs of Powers are absolutely raining all over the place. That's going to give you Woven Mail. And Thread of Generation is just an overall really good fragment to have on any of the 3 Strand subclasses. Then you throw in this bad boy, Thread of Transmutation. While you have Woven Mail, Weapon Final Blows create a Tangle. And then on the artifact, we have the good old Volatile Flow, where picking up an Orb of Power grants your Void Weapons volatile rounds. Which brings me to my next point, and talking about the new and improved legendary Harsh Language, formerly known as a blue, that was the only arc blinding grenade launcher. So I have 2 here. We got one with Envious Assassin and Destabilizing Rounds. This is probably going to be more used after this season's over, because the ability to just cause nearby targets to become volatile off final blows is really awesome. It's like a void incandescent, which I am so here for. But for this season, especially since we have a day 1 raid coming up in just a few days, a Harsh Language with Repulsor Brace is going to be absolutely amazing, because the Repulsor Brace Overshield and Woven Mail stack together to really allow you to just be out here tanking anything and everything, and a little bit more on top of that. So now what I want to go ahead and do is give a nice little test run demonstration of just how useful this Harsh Language can be. So we're just going to go ahead and give ourselves some more Woven Mail action. Do that, and now as you can see, we have Overshield, Woven Mail. Let's just go ahead and make him volatile. We still have our Woven Mail up. Bink, pick up this orb, and like that, we're just immediately cycling out everything very, very easily. Yoink. And this combo will definitely be really useful in helping keeping you alive when you are in a situation where you're very underleveled. Man, English is a hard language, I tell you what. Also, you see this beautiful Tangle? I'm gonna pick this bad boy up. Woven Mail, bink, refreshed it. Yep, Phalanx, I'm gonna have to ask you to give me an overshield, my boy. Appreciate that. Just out here tanking. Let's just go ahead and give you that. And now you are suspended, aka irrelevant. Still got our Woven Mail and our volatile rounds. Let's get rid of these legionaries, refresh the buff. You're seeing the cycle and how this can be pretty dang useful. You know, just punch to you real quick. And yeah, you know what? We're just gonna kill you with the good old wave frame. Adios, my boy. Let's go ahead and do it again. As you can see, melee. We do have things like heavy-handed, which is very useful. Bada bing. Now we have our overshield and our Woven Mail, which is very useful. You're done. See ya later, my boy. Keep in mind, we are using things like firepower and heavy-handed to help generate some orbs, along with a Void Strand dual siphoning mod courtesy of the seasonal artifact, as we are using a Quicksilver Storm and a Harsh Language, and then a Regnant just to fill the heavy slot. And keep in mind, if you wanted to make yourself even tankier, you could go ahead and slot a resist of each element, or whatever you need the most to further boost your survivability. Now, if you're trying to farm this weapon, it is a world drop and you are not able to craft it, so you are gonna have to get a little bit lucky with the help of RNG. Right now, a pretty good option is to go ahead and double, even triple dip the Terminal Overload free chest at the very end of the public event, and overall just playing the game. If you haven't tried out the new and improved Harsh Language Waveframe GL, I highly recommend giving it a try, especially if you don't have a Deafening Whisper, because this thing is definitely better than a Deafening Whisper. Subscribe if you are new. Hope you enjoyed the video. You guys be safe out there.